specials on?
We do.
Hey there, Fulton Middle School Hornets. I am Mrs. Huff, and I am so excited to be your new principal. We're kind of getting the cameras all fixed here. I have a special guest behind me that I want to introduce to you as well. There we go. That's my sidekick. And, all right, we're almost ready to get started here. Get that camera going. Hello, and welcome to our very first on-air broadcast through Google Hangouts on Air. Like I said, again, I'm Beth Huff, and I'm super proud to be your principal this year at Fulton Middle School. I want to introduce, like I said, my sidekick.
I'm Steve Kerr. I'm your new assistant principal here. I'm very excited to engage all our students and just be awesome this year.
Exactly. And we have a goal, and we want to become the best middle school in the state of Missouri. We're going to start there because we want to take over the whole world too. But we want to really, truly create a school where students are being educated, empowered, and engaged at high levels every single day, every single student, every single day. We want to make school a place that you want to come to every day. So I'm going to go ahead and get on with this. First thing that I'm going to do is give you some events and dates. The office is open at the middle school, so if you have any questions about enrollment or things like that, you're definitely more than welcome to give us a call or stop by. And if you're new to Fulton and you need to get enrolled in middle school, just come on down. We'll get you taken care of. The second thing is we have for students that are coming back to us from last year, you just do your enrollment online. You can find these things on our website, our Facebook page, through Twitter, whatever way is the best way for you to communicate. You can find them all there. We have some other events happening this week. Tomorrow night, as most of you know, we are a one-to-one Chromebook school. So what that means is every student has their own Chromebook. Something that's really cool about this year is students have the opportunity to take those home, or that Chromebook, they have that throughout the day and they check it out for the year. So since this is new to us, in the past we've had Chromebooks, all the kids have had their own Chromebooks at school, but they've never had the opportunity to take them home to continue the work there. But this is new this year. So we have had orientations all week this week, and we have another one on Thursday from 7 to 8 in our FMS library. So you feel free to join us. Our technology department will be here presenting different information about what a Chromebook is, what's the purpose of it, what does it mean to do the one-to-one rollout, and then I'll also be here to answer questions, and we'll have some teachers here that actually use Chromebooks in their classroom so that you can ask them as questions as well. Next week, we have two very, very exciting things happening. First of all, on Tuesday the 11th, 7th and 8th graders can pick up their schedules. So you can pick up your schedules from 8 o'clock to 3:30. We'll have your schedules for you, and you can also pick up those Chromebooks. Parents, you are filling out the permission to do the Chromebooks. You do that online when you do your online registration. So, and of course with the Chromebooks too, parents, if you're not interested in taking part in that to where the kids bring them at home, you definitely don't have to do that as well. All right, and then we have our first ever Hornet Camp for 6th graders. Hornet Camp will be on Wednesday, the 13th. Registration is from 2:30 to 3. So the parents, this is actually just a time for our 6th graders. You're more than welcome to come and hang out around the office if you want to, but we'll drop off, get our 6th graders signed in, and then from 3 o'clock to 5:30, we will have different rotations for the kids so that they can get to know what to expect in middle school. Super excited about that. We are still asking for help from our parents and families to help get this running. So if that's something you're interested in helping with, you definitely can sign up through the newsletter that I put out online or give me a call. Can't wait for Hornet Camp. So parent meeting, 6 o'clock. Parents, you're going to come at 6 o'clock. We're going to have a short parent meeting in the gym, and then we'll have open house that night so you can meet your child's teachers. So can't wait for this very first Hornet Camp that we have. A great way to hopefully help our 6th graders feel comfortable getting used to a new school. So that's awesome. Now, 7th and 8th graders, you're not left out. You have open house the following Monday, the 17th, from 5:30 to 7. And it's just come and go, meet the teachers. You can walk the halls to see all of the changes. The schools looks amazing. Our maintenance and custodian department have done a tremendous job with our building. You're not going to recognize it if you were here last year. You're just not going to recognize it at all. We have a few new changes to the flow of a building too, so you can see those and find out what where your bus is going to be on the first day of school and things like that as well when you come to open house. So enough of all of that. I want to make sure and give you the opportunity for the challenge that I talked to you, but I'm not quite there yet. That's coming very soon. First of all, I want to talk to you guys about something that's super important to me, and that is reading. And I know that sometimes in middle school, kids think that it's not about reading anymore. Elementary school, we read all the time. We have all these books. Well, I have to tell you a little secret. We have books, brand new books for all 6th and 7th graders. How many boxes did we unload, Mr. Kerr?
Over 100 boxes.
Yeah, we had over 100, and I think it was actually like close to 160 boxes of books, brand new, for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And they're all kinds of books. They're books one of my first challenges to you is I can't wait to see what book you're able to pick out on the first day of school to take home. Our ELA teachers are so excited, and their classroom libraries are huge. So you are going to be able to get something interesting for you to read the very first day of school. I love to read. I know Mr. Kerr loves to read. I've given Mr. Kerr, I don't know how excited he is, but Mr. Kerr, I've given him books upon books upon books because it helps both of us be better leaders. But I like to read for fun too. So I'm going to showcase some of the things that I like to read. One thing, and this sometimes people get a little surprised, I love to read Sports Illustrated. I am a sports junkie. I love the Cardinals. I love the MU Tigers. I love sports. So Sports Illustrated is actually something I like to read. I like to read for fun. I also like to read people. I have one of those in my bag too. So sometimes just to give my brain a break, I like to read. Another thing, move that just a little bit. Another thing that I like to read is I like to read the books that the kids that the school that I'm working in read. So this is a book that I've read this summer. You can see it here. It's upper, middle, like in high school too. I mean, it would definitely be a good book for those. I don't like to say if a book is more appropriate for girls or boys, because really I think that books can be appropriate for anyone. So this is a great read. It's a little spooky. So if you like spooky books that are a little out there sometimes, definitely one of those books. So those are some of those type of books that I like to read. I also love to read books that help me become a better leader and books that are inspirational to me. And this is a book that I'm reading right now, and it's called The Promise of a Pencil. It's absolutely amazing. The author is Adam Braun, and I love the subtitle of this so much because I think sometimes we don't think we can do great things, and really ordinary people can do amazing things. So I want to share with you something from this book that really spoke to me. It's in the introduction, actually, grabbed me right away. And it said, the biggest difference between the person who lives his or her dreams and the person who aspires is a decision to convert that first spark of motivation into immediate action. Every person has a revolution beating within his or her chest. So that's my second challenge to you. I want you to think about this year. I want you to think about, we've got a brand new, fresh year, new beginnings. It's going to be the best year ever. I want you to think about not only how are you going to be an awesome 6th, 7th, or 8th grader, but how are you going to make a difference in the world? What is something right now in the world that's happening that's making you sad or mad? And how could you make a difference as an FMS student? I want you to think a little bit about that. This whole book, The Promise of a Pencil, is all about how Adam, something that was making him sad and mad is that not all kids had education all around the world. So because of Adam and a team of so many amazing people that wanted to change the world, schools are being built throughout the world. It's amazing, amazing. And one person made that happen. So we have over 515 students at Fulton Middle School. Think of all the things that we can do to change. Other things, like I said, I like to read things just for fun. I know that's more serious, but I like to read things just for fun. And this is one of my favorite books as well. It's called The Book of Awesome. Those of you that know me, awesome is one of my most favorite words to use. But I love this book because it's kind of written, it's not written in chapters. If you look at it, it's got just different things that are awesome. And one I want to share with you, I'm going to go ahead and put the camera on it because I love this picture too. High-fiving babies because they don't usually leave you hanging. Awesome. That's so true. Let me show you another one. Okay. See my computer screen. Watch me watching what I look like whenever I'm doing yours. Oh, this one. And I know we don't use crayons as much in middle school, but there's the smell of crayons. Crack open a fresh box and get ready for a neuron splattering head rush. Awesome. Even though I am not a kid anymore, I love the smell of crayons. It's one of my favorite things. Something else that I love to do that people will get to know about me, I love to write as well. I love to write, and this is actually a book that I'm published in. I was so excited. That was something that happened last year, and this is called P is for Pirate. and it is an inspirational ABCs for educators. It's written by Dave Burgess and Shelley Burgess. And this, you guys are going to find out. Some of you already know, some of my friends from McIntyre already know that I'm all about pirates, but totally different pirates than what we're used to. And I'm not going to tell you everything about that. I want you to find out a little bit more about that as we go. But I was honored because the authors asked if I would contribute to this book. So I have a little blurb in the back of this book. And I want to share in this book, the U is for un. And the U is for un. I'm going to have to move this around just a little bit here. These are things I believe so much about education. One of the things about this online read aloud that I wanted you to know is just what I believe, so you know what you're getting in your new principal. Unwavering in our commitment, unleashed in our creativity, uncommon in our methods, unbroken in our spirit, unmatched in our effort, uninhibited in our passion, unabashed in our enthusiasm, uncompromising in the pursuit of excellence. We need a lot more of this kind of un in education too. Don't forget to put the F in front of it too. Fun. We need to have fun every single day. And you guys are going to learn about me very quickly that I take my job super seriously. I love being a principal. I take my job of what I do here very seriously, but I don't take myself seriously. You're going to see some costumes. You're going to see something very interesting on the first day of school in our kickoff assembly that we'll be having at 7:55. You don't want to miss it. Trust me on that one. All right, so I have one more challenge for you, but I want to share a book with you that really speaks to this challenge. And it's called The Dot. And it's by Peter Reynolds. Peter Reynolds, I know sometimes they say picture books aren't for middle school. I totally disagree about that. Picture books are for everyone. And this book does a great job of illustrating the next challenge that I'm going to give you. The Dot by Peter Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. I lost you for a minute. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm, she said. Very funny, said Vashti. I just can't draw. Her teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where it takes you. Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper towards Vashti and quietly said, now sign it. Vashti thought for a moment. Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot. She had drawn her dot, all framed in swirly gold. I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set it to work. Vashti painted and painted, a red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw, he said. I bet you can. Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. Show me. The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, sign it. Now, I know middle school, I'm not going to lie, middle school was kind of a tough time in my life. I was a little a little nervous about middle school, and a little nervous about what I was going to do. But I want you to know that you are going to be encouraged all throughout this year to be the best you that you can be. And I want you to think about, when we're talking about just being, I want you to think about, what do you want to be this year? And that's my last challenge for you today in our on-air hangout, is what do you want to be this year? And I'm going to share you what mine's going to be. And my word is relentless. Okay, I'm going to be relentless about showcasing all of the amazing things happening in our school. I'm going to be relentless about living our mission of educating, empowering, and engaging our students and our teachers. I'm going to be relentless about making sure that we're accountable for what we need to be doing. I'm going to be relentless about making sure school's fun for you so that you want to be here every day. So you notice I have mine on my paper and I've signed it. I challenge you to either bring a Post-it with you and give this to me when you come in to open house, or I'll have these ready for you and you'll see them by the front door, and we will have a bulletin board that has all of the words that we want to be. And we'll make sure that we have 515 things that we want to be this year at Fulton Middle School. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so proud to be your principal. I'm excited to serve you this year, and I can't wait to get to know all of you. For all of my McIntyre Hornets, I can't wait to see you again. And again, parents, if you're joining us today, feel free, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, celebrations, you can get hold of me pretty much any way that you can. We've got email. You can call me on the phone. You can send me a message through Twitter. Please join us at FMS_Hornets on Twitter, or on our Facebook page. Fulton Middle School has our own Facebook page there. So can't wait to get to see all of you guys next week, and can't wait. So pumped to start the best year ever on August 19th. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for joining us.